Hi, I'm Kristy,
And I'm Courtney, and
and
we're
this is
Heard at the
Heard at the
Bar. Yay,
Bar.
we did it again in sync. We haven't done that since season one.
Every so often, we'll do it in sync.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So today's episode, we're kind of talking, obviously we're Heard at the Bar. And I started teaching more in September than I have in the last year. So I'm at the studio a lot more. And so it's been really fun working with the students now that they're back. So I worked 27 years with students at Western and now transitioning into Pilates full time. It's so fun working with them again, and having a daughter who is now in university. It's kind of fun to see the trends and to hear about what they're trying to do. So Neve has been really on about growing her glutes. Like that's the big thing. Glutes and arms. That seems to be
Okay.
what they're talking about in the studio and what they really want. So
So a
Neve,
nice round
nice
tushy
round
is
tush. So
still
it's so funny because when I was younger, I remember my dad making a comment to me that, "Oh my God, look how big your butt got," kind of thing. And I didn't. I was a dancer, so my butt did not get big. It was not big at all.
yeah,
And I remember being appalled and not wanting a big butt and
yeah,
wanting it to be smaller and being
yeah.
devastated. Whereas now Neve is like, is my butt big enough? I need it to be bigger. And I'm loving that. Like I'm loving that having meat on you is good. Like I love that. I love that
What
for
was
them.
that song? Sir Mix-a-Lot? I
Yes.
like big
Big
butts.
butt. I like
And
big
in the beginning,
butts.
it's the, oh, Becky,
Look
look
at
at
her
her
butt.
butt.
It's so big and
Big
round and out
and
there.
round.
I love it. I love it.
Well,
Um,
I'm grateful because I've got
you
a
got the butt.
round butt. Yeah, I got a butt.
You got the butt. Yeah. So Neve
This
has
baby's got back.
baby's got back. She messaged me and she was like, "Mom, I'm coming home now, and I want you to do a butt exercise with me. Can we meet in the dance room?" So we went up to my dance room, and she's like, "Okay, I need to work my butt." So I was like, "Okay." So we did a couple of things that I know grow your butt. So we were doing those kinds of things. And she kept turning and looking at herself. And I'm like, dude, it's not instant. Like, you don't do the workout. And you're like, yep, I see it. But she was happy with it. When we were in studio, I was talking about that with some of the girls, and they were like, oh my gosh, yes, 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 but. And I'm just like, I'm loving that girls are liking that, like eating, doing like, because when you're in your 20s, it's so different than when you're our age, right? Like it is so much easier to influence how you look, how you feel just by eating. But I'm finding, and I know we were talking about this, that as you get older, as you hit 50, things are different. I can't just be like, oh yeah, if I do this, I'm going to drop that weight. Like it doesn't influence me. Like it doesn't seem to be working the same way.
Yeah, and I think it's a struggle that every woman has, no matter what body type you have, no matter like I have clients who are thin and have beautiful form, like the what the fitness industry would deem as like the perfect body. And I say fitness industry because I'm a little bit frustrated by what a perfect body looks like, what a strong body looks like,
Yeah.
because it's different for all of us.
Yeah.
And those women who have a flat stomach and a small waist, they have gone through changes as they've gotten into their 40s and 50s that they don't like,
Yeah.
right? And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, you got it all.
Mhm.
You've got a body that 20-year-olds are trying to get to.
Yeah.
You got a body I'm trying to get to. And yet genetically it's not a body that I'm necessarily ever going to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yet for them, their body has changed for them.
Yes.
And you have to put as much weight into that because a woman who never had an inner thigh rubbing together their whole life is now managing that is like, like, I don't like this. My inner thighs are rubbing. I don't know what to do about it. And yet, looking at them, you wouldn't think that they had any body issues.
And honestly, that was me when I went from dancing. So when I stopped dancing and I got hips and I got boobs and I gained weight and I was still petite, like I was 110 pounds. But to
Right,
me, I was devastated that I was huge. And that's where
right,
that whole conversation where my dad's like, "Whoa, your butt's got big." I was devastated. Like it was
right,
so hard. And still today, I'm not that big. Like
right,
I'm literally 123 pounds. Um, but that's hard for me. And
right,
it's so each individual, when people are always like, "Oh," and I'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm so bloated." And people are like, "You're right. It's based on that individual. It's
right.
not this whole, oh, you are this small, you're so tiny." But it's not that. It's based on that individual, what they're used to and what they
Yeah,
know. It's and when you said the inner thigh rubbing, that just reminded me. Neve was just talking about that the other day. The girl is like 107 pounds. She is so petite, but yet she was telling me about, look, mom, I've gained weight. My thighs touch at the top.
yeah,
And I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so those ideas, and a lot of it is social media, but I
yeah,
think that we need to bring it back to what we were talking about, how they're all about the butts, that everything is like you as a person, your body for you
right,
is the way it is.
right. Because there's no matter how many squats you do, if genetically your bum is not going to form that way, it's not going to form that way.
Me, no matter what, I will never have a butt. Like
Yeah.
I'm maybe wider butt, but I'm never gonna have that nice round because that's not
Right.
genetically like my mom, my grandma, like aren't built like the fact that Neve has
Yeah.
one, obviously from the other side of the family because it's
Yeah.
not coming from
And
mine.
part of that is also the lordotic curve,
Yeah.
how much your lumbar spine curves. That
Yes.
that
And
adds to
mine
that.
doesn't. Hers
You're
does.
looking at me on the other side of the camera. Looking in the Fourth wall,
Emphasis.
Courtney. The more like excited about the conversation you get, the less you look at the
I
actual
know, the
camera.
more I don't wanna look at the camera and I wanna look right at you.
I can see you at the corner of my eye. Look at me here. It is frustrating. And you know what? For me, as a person who hasn't had a petite body since I was 16 years old, because that's not true. After Kayla, I did go back closer to, like, now that I look back on it, I always thought that I was a little bit overweight, but I exercised a lot in my 20s. I was at the gym daily in my 20s. And then I got my full-time job and you stop exercising as much and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff and you start to gain weight. And I have struggled, I would say, for most of my adult life trying to trim down.
Okay.
And what I found was is that I could, I did crash diets. And the problem is that with some of those diets, like the Atkins diet back in the day,
Yeah.
Atkinson, Atkins,
Atkins?
Atkins,
Atkins, sorry?
back in the day, it worked great for me. I lost a ton of weight. I was down to a size 8. I don't know weight because I never weigh myself. I'm against that. It just upsets me because it's not the number I think it should be ever. Anyways, so I was down to a size 8. And then, life changes or whatever, you stop. I actually had Isabel, so I wasn't going to diet. I wasn't
Mhm.
going to do anything crazy. I was going to eat properly for her.
Mhm.
And then I gained the weight back because what happens is, which isn't fully out there and understood, is that when you diet, it changes your metabolism. And each time we diet and each time we do something that omitting food from our life or doing something drastic to make our body change, our metabolism changes. And that's why we end up gaining when we stop doing that, whatever that is,
Yeah.
it becomes a problem. And the thing is that in order to make a change to your body, you have to choose something that can be your lifestyle.
Okay, yeah.
Something that you can do forever and not feel like you're sacrificing or losing out or, all those wonderful things.
Yeah.
Back in my 20s, I worked at a job where I had to be to work by 7 a.m. I was not a morning person and I didn't drink coffee. I would drink a can of Coke at breakfast
Yep.
as my caffeine to get me going. And I would have Coca-Cola, not cocaine.
Not cooking.
Just clarify that. I would have a Coke, lunch, dinner, and then possibly like throughout the day, right? So I don't even know how many, like four maybe or more a
For a
day.
day?
Yeah, easily,
Oh my gosh.
easily. And I was to the point where like that first sip, it was like a drug. I would just like, oh, relax. It feels so much better.
Wow.
I know. But then my stomach started bugging me. And I slowly but surely stopped doing the Coke. Coca-Cola, people. And now, like I've taken a sip of Coke and I don't like it. Like I can't drink
You
it.
just don't
But
like that.
I
Yeah.
I definitely went through withdrawal. But that's something that I've managed to maintain, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when I stopped drinking Coke, I lost weight. And then I maintained because I didn't add it back into my life and all that kind of stuff. It didn't change anything. So I think the biggest challenge as you get older is that the things that we would have done in our 20s to be like, okay, I'll stop eating bread. I know that
Yeah.
wasn't a thing for you, or I'll take pop out of my diet or whatever. We would do those things and then we'd lose the weight we wanted and then we'd get back onto it. So we kept
Yeah.
changing our metabolism every single time. Then once we hit, I don't know the exact age, if it's 35 or 40, but our metabolism actually starts to slow down. So now we've done all this stuff that keeps yo-yoing our metabolism, and I am not an expert in this. I'm just sharing what I understand for myself.
We've learned
What
over
I've
your
learned
years.
over the years, exactly. Um, Yo-yoing, which messes up the metabolism on top of that, and then you add to it that through age, our metabolism starts to slow down. So now all of a sudden, the things that we did before to make a quick change doesn't work anymore because the body is so beyond that. And in order, so like for me, I'm not at a weight that I would like to be at. Think my clothes don't fit the way that I would like them to fit.
Hmm.
And I know that if I go drastic with my diet, and drastic, I mean like cutting out all the things that bring me any sort of joy. And if you ask my children, the things that bring me joy now are not even anything exciting. Like I'm talking about like the peanut butter banana frozen treats that I have in the fridge right now with the chocolate coating on it that I made here at home. That is a treat to me. Um the odd, I don't even know. Like I don't eat terribly anymore, but anyways. But I know if I went completely strict with my diet, limited all carbs from my life, just ate protein, just ate fruit and veg, um, and exercised daily. And what I mean by that, because I exercise daily right now. I walk every day.
You walk to work
I
every day and back.
walk to work exactly at least once a day, sometimes twice.
Hmm.
I lift weights 3 times a week. I'm on the reformer whenever I can. Like
Hmm.
there's a lot of movement in my life. But so what I mean by that is that 30 minutes at least every day of like focused cardio, weightlifting, boom, I could completely change my body. But I don't think I could maintain that lifestyle
Yeah.
because it would mean in choosing that, I'm choosing that forever. No more alcohol, right? No more, nothing fatty, nothing. I could do it, but I couldn't maintain that. I don't want to live my life that way. I want to be able to
Yeah.
go out for dinner and not fret about what I'm ordering. Or if someone brings me a cookie as like a sweet gesture,
Yeah.
I don't want to have to say no to that.
Yeah. And I think for me, I'm celiac. So that in and of itself is an imposed thing that I don't have control over.
Right.
So same thing. I could never diet because I already have that
Right.
I have to work around to begin with. I can't imagine working around other stuff like that in of itself. Like so last night, here's an example. Um, so Little Caesars, fabulous pizza, have not eaten there in 15 years.
Yeah.
They yesterday Neve and I were home and Max had a hockey game, so we knew that at like 7:05 we had to be in front of the TV to watch them because they were in Windsor. So we were like, okay, what are we going to have for dinner? It was just the two of us because Ryan had driven to Toronto to see Kian. And I was like, okay, well, let's figure it out. And he was like, I really want crazy bread. And I'm like, well, Little Caesars is the only place that doesn't have gluten free. So I was like, okay, maybe we just get you something. She's like, she doesn't like pizza normally. And she's like, I really want pizza. And I'm like, okay, we'll just
Okay.
get you Little Caesars. We'll get you. And I was kind of disappointed. And I was like, whatever. So we go on the website and I'm about to order it. And they have gluten friendly. And I'm like, mind blown. What?
What does gluten friendly mean?
So gluten friendly means that it is gluten free, but it is made in a kitchen that has wheat.
Okay. So cross
So
contamination.
gluten free is they have a separate area where they create things. This is so it's actually dough that's pre-made somewhere else,
Oh,
brought
okay.
in, and then they obviously wipe it down, but they can't promise it's free of any cross contamination.
Okay.
But they try.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm willing to try gluten friendly, but I'm excited. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? I was like, oh, that would be so great.
Yeah.
So we order. Within 5 minutes, they call me and they're like, "We're sold out. I'm sorry, we don't have any more." I was devastated. I was hungry. I was so looking forward to this. I was so excited,
Yeah.
and I literally threw like a little fit after I got off the phone. I was super nice to the girl, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, well," and they because I guess Little Caesars uses DoorDash for delivery now.
Okay.
So they had to cancel the whole order. I had to go back on and just order her stuff. Like it was such a jump through hoops. So I did it and I was so upset. And so I'm in the house and Neve is like, because she wasn't going to get it just because she knew I couldn't have it, the
Right.
stuff there. But I was just like throwing a little fit. And I was like, well, I guess I won't eat. I ate, but I ate a prepared meal that was in my freezer, some
Yeah.
gluten-free thing that I had.
Yeah.
Like it was like made with cauliflower and something else. Like so it
Yeah.
was like super healthy and not yummy. And I was so excited that I was gonna eat pizza and watch hockey and got
Yeah.
myself a Pepsi and I was like all excited that I was gonna eat junk food and I couldn't. So yeah, I don't think I could ever have to be on a diet and monitor what you're eating because like it's just so hard
Yeah.
when you have an allergy to actually eat. So
Well, you're
yeah,
already
I
limited with what options
so
you have.
limited,
Yeah.
so limited. Yeah, that was my aside, my little.
Yeah. But this is, and I don't know, how do we get to the point where, and the fitness industry 100% has been about changing your body. The fitness industry is not about servicing your body and maintaining your body and keeping you strong so that you can function in life. It's 100% about how do we change your body to look a certain way.
And we
It's
really need to get into the part where you're training your body healthy so that your body will be there for you in 30 years. Do you know what I mean?
exactly
Like that's what we need to be doing. Making your body strong for you so
right.
that when you get to 60, 65, your knees are intact. You still, you know what I mean? Like your hips are good. Like those type taking care of your body starting at an early age so that we can keep it. Which then brings me to the we got a new machine thing in the studio and I want you to tell me about it because I do not understand.
Okay. So it's not a machine.
No, it's everything is a machine in my brain.
All right, let me just go off because I'm going to pull up my notes here just so I don't get things
And I
wrong.
keep calling it a red light. It's not a red light. It's
No,
an
it's not a
infrared.
infrared sauna is what we got. An
That's it.
infrared sauna. So the infrared sauna, it's it heats up the body at a lower temperature. So you're able to get the benefits of it faster. You still sweat, but it doesn't have the like suffocating sensation like you can get in a regular
In
sauna.
sauna.
Right. There's no rocks that you pour the water on. It's these panels that puts out the red light, or you got me doing the infrared, frankly.
See, that's what I told you. I'm like red light, and then
I
I
know.
think red light district, and then I'm no, that's just not the way it's going.
But what's great about it is it has like a ton of health benefits. One of them is reducing stress. But part of that I think is just because you're stopping and you're taking a moment to sit and relax in this warm space.
Mhm,
And it does the obvious like detoxifying because anytime you sweat, it pulls stuff out of your body.
mhm.
So from that, so that's a good thing. It takes a minimum of 5 minutes up to 20 minutes. And under 30 minutes, you can get the full benefits of it. And what I love about it is it helps with people with low immunity. It helps with your immune system functioning. It helps reduce inflammation in the body.
That's what
So
I that actually interests me.
yeah, yeah. And really to get the full benefits, you got to do it 3 to 4 times a week. So it's a commitment, but you're only doing it for 15 minutes. Right? So it's not all that bad. And actually, I've created a few meditations that are timed.
Mhm.
So a 10-minute, a 15-minute, and a 20-minute one. But then also because we have the shower in the studio, you can do the contrast therapy. So contrast therapy, you probably heard of cold plunge, right?
Yes.
Have you ever done
Mhm.
it?
No.
It's horrible.
I know, like, so in our backyard, we have a hot tub and a pool, and I
Yeah,
know that Max will go in the hot tub, then go into the pool,
yeah,
and then back into the hot tub, and
yeah.
then go in the house.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
because that would give him a bit of it, but your pool is at like 80
My
degrees, so it's
pool is
not
warm.
really, yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
the
really giving
same.
him what he needs. But it does,
Yeah.
there's a temperature difference, so you would
Yeah.
feel that. So with cold plunge, you get into like freezing cold water. I don't even know what the temperature is at, but it's the shock to the system that helps rev up your nervous system.
Oh.
So it helps with, the cortisol spikes, and then the recovery
Mhm.
is what helps with the inflammation and all those other wonderful things
Oh,
with
I had no idea.
resetting. But what recent research is showing is that women don't need to go to that extreme in order to get the benefits of the cold portion of it. We just need to
Okay.
shiver. And when it's actually saying, I keep putting my foot up on the table, shaking. We
I
aren't
saw it
having,
shake.
yeah, yeah, we're not having an earthquake. We're okay. Um, So for women, the intensity of it actually can be too much. It's too much of a shock. It's too much of a cortisol spike. So it can actually not have the same benefits to it.
Oh,
So what the benefit of the studio is we've got the infrared sauna, and then you go into a cold shower.
okay.
You just For women, you just have to get to the point where you're shivering. You don't have to have the full, oh my gosh. So we'll also offer that a
Okay.
contrast therapy. So and it will be timed to a meditation as well. And what I love about that, which will help with the de-stressing, is that you're
Mhm.
focusing while you're sitting there by yourself. You can have music playing, and it does have a Bluetooth thing. So you can just have music playing and just sit. But what I love about the meditation is that then it keeps your mind kind of occupied,
Mhm.
but in a relaxing state so that you're able to just sit and chill. So if you're one of those people who can't turn off the inner dialogue and just sit quietly,
Mhm.
if the whole
Me.
time you're in there, right, you're going to be thinking, okay, I got to get to, and then you're going to not go because the whole time you're really thinking, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I
Mhm.
should. So
That's my
we've,
problem, yeah.
yeah, that's kind of how we've set it up, is so that you can do it that way. It'll be um it'll be interesting to see if people come 3 times a week and use it.
Mhm.
We put it in a week ago, and my plan was to test it out before we start offering it,
Mhm.
and I haven't even done it yet.
I w I was gonna that was my next question gonna be like, "Have you tried
Yeah,
it?"
I haven't tried it. Okay, so here's why. So we built it on Saturday, and that
Mhm.
Saturday, like, so the friends that helped me put it together, I took them out for lunch to thank them, and then
Mhm.
another group of friends for a drink afterwards. And then by the time we were done all that, I was exhausted. Oliver was exhausted. We just wanted to chill on the couch. Sweet Oliver.
Yeah, he is exhausted still.
He's still sound asleep beside me. Um, so I didn't try it on Saturday. And then Sunday, uh, I have the great fortune of my youngest, Isabel, is finishing up her esthetician license at Elegance School. And so I've been a body so many times for them to train on, which is awesome. So I got a free laser hair removal treatment on Sunday. And with that, you can't do anything right afterwards. You
Oh.
can't sit in the sun and all that kind of stuff. And even I
Mhm,
would say that like it almost felt like I had hives. Like it was kind of hot and
mhm,
like raised a little bit where it was done. So I wanted to give that a few days to recover. And then I just have not had a chance the rest of this week to weave it into my schedule. I'm like,
so crazy.
right? Exactly what I'm saying is why you use it. And here I am, I'm not. So my plan is to have it as part of my schedule that I
Mhm,
do it on a I would like to do it at least 3 times a week, but I would even like to try to get into it, even if it's for 10 minutes daily.
mhm.
Um, so yeah, so hopefully this week is my plan. I haven't woven it into my schedule yet, but the plan is I think on Tuesday I'll go in early before I get
Okay.
started and I'll do.
I was just gonna ask, would you do it before your day or at the end of your day or
Well, I mean, ideally at the end of the day, but typically at the end of my day, I just want to get like I'm
home?
like everybody, right? Like although that would probably be a good time for me to do it because it would be totally
Mhm,
wind down, chill, relax.
mhm.
Um, but then I've got to think about the puppy dog and getting Oliver home to eat and all that. So I don't know. Right now, plan is to do it before. The key with anything that you're trying to add to your life, and this is something that I have found works for me, is it has to fit into your schedule comfortably.
Mhm, mhm.
You have to book it, you have
Yep.
to commit to it, you have to stick with it, but it has
Mhm.
to fit within your schedule so that it's not feeling like a sacrifice in any way.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I would say that's also what I've said to clients, when they're trying us out. This is not a workout for everybody. The infrared sauna is not going to be for everybody, but try it, give it a few
Yep.
shots. And if you love it and your body loves it, you'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
And then it becomes an easy part of your schedule rather than a hard part of your schedule. And that just takes me back to exactly what we were saying earlier about if you want to keep your body healthy, the only way to have that healthy, strong body is if you
Yeah.
are doing things that comes naturally, that you enjoy doing, and that you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I think that you have helped me to understand. And then we'll have to come back on and after we've used it and
Yeah,
talk about it.
yeah,
Because I literally know nothing about it, other than I've seen a lot of things on TikTok now of people who go to Pilates studios where they have the infrared in a room and
yeah.
I don't know.
You
So,
can have panels on the wall and you can
mhm.
have the panels on while you're doing it. But that brings you back to like this whole hot yoga thing.
I can't and hot Pilates just
Okay, so we had an issue with our air conditioning this summer
oh
for
my
the
god, we did
studio.
hot yeah, you're right.
And we had hot Pilates without meaning to have hot Pilates.
Yes,
And everyone was cross. Nobody liked
yes.
it. I
No,
I don't understand why people love this hot yoga
I
thing.
don't know, and my thing is so with hot yoga, I am very flexible as a dancer,
Mm,
and that was the one thing that somebody said to me is you have to be very mindful because
yeah.
I am so flexible, when you're hot, you will overflex.
Yeah.
And so I can't imagine so that was yoga where you are
Yeah.
stretching and doing
Yeah.
Pilates is just a little bit more intensive. I can't imagine wanting to be very like, I need it more to be in control. So to
Right. That's the purpose of Pilates. It's
mhm,
controlled movement.
slow, controlled. And so,
Exactly.
yeah, being over, like, heated and that just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
dog just popped up.
Oh, Ollie. And that's how I felt when I did because I wanted to like hot yoga. I really wanted
Mhm.
to like it. And for those who like it, I love that for you. That's great. Like
Mhm. Oh
if it
yeah,
works for you, right?
obviously works
It's
for
a
some people,
great
but
relaxing experience. But for me, it I felt like I was suffocating because the floor is heated
Mhm.
and there's heat coming from above as well. And I remember being down on the floor. I think we were doing chaturanga or something, but we are down on the floor and feeling that sensation of like I was suffocating, and it made me
Mhm.
so like, oh. And the instructor said, okay, so you might feel nauseous here. That's totally normal. Just breathe through it. And I'm thinking, if I'm doing anything that's making me feel nauseous, am I saying that right? Nauseous, nauseous,
Nauseous,
nauseous,
nauseous,
nauseous.
nauseous.
Then I'm out. Like I don't want to feel sick while I exercise. That does not, to me, feel like a good
Mhm.
experience. But to each their own and what works for them.
Mhm. Yep. Well, I think that's the end of another episode for us. We're starting to change.
I really would love to maybe polish how we sign off at the end.
I think I know, I know.
But I don't know, our l our 5 listeners,
Yes, our 5 listeners. Thank you for being part of our
thank
community.
you for being part of our community, and let us know, do you like how we sign off, or do you want us to polish?
Do
I
you want
don't
us to
know.
do something different?
Yeah, do you wanna hear about different things? I don't know, we do have lots to talk about, and it's amazing how we can just sit down and talk about anything.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Anything.
anything.
All right.
Okay,
We'll see you later.
thank you for
Bye.
being part of our journey and our community. Thank you for being part of our community. Goodbye.
Bye.